Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Mike here. Hope you're having a great day or night. Today's video, guys, I'm going to talk about a subject that I see is kind of popular on YouTube here and on Facebook. It's about thrift stores, right? Thrift stores are dead. There's no money. YouTube resellers have ruined it. Honestly, it's craziness, okay? I've been doing this for a long time, and the prices for thrift stores back when I started 20 years ago are a lot different than what they are now, right? E-commerce has kind of blown up. And back 20 years ago, it was just kind of starting. So, of course, it's a natural progression in any business, especially with a company like Goodwill. You know, it's Goodwill. If you don't realize right now in your area that Goodwill is selling online, you know, that's where all the video games are at. That's where all the high-priced ticket items are at. That's where everybody's going to. So why not Goodwill for it, right? I'm being honest when I say this. I feel very fortunate that I can wake up every day and you hit a thrift store and find something. Now, not every day do I come out of there with home runs. Sometimes I go in there, I spend $1 to make $9. Some days I spend $10 and I make $100, right? But to go out and say that the thrift stores are dead is just craziness. It's pure craziness. And I think a lot of it comes from novice resellers, you know. This business, guys, there's plenty of opportunities for everyone, all right? Even if YouTube blew up more than what it is right now, and it's really just a small little topic just on YouTube here about reselling, what would happen if some of us, like, what if I had 1 million subscribers? What if everybody had millions of subscribers, there was millions of views, and it was complete craziness? You guys gotta remember that a lot of people in this business, they get into it, they talk a big game, and they walk out of here. If you think I'm crazy, if you think I'm nuts, after 6 years being on YouTube here and on Facebook and having paid memberships, I've seen it firsthand. This is not an easy business, right? The methods to this business are simple. You buy low, you sell high, right? We all know that, but to go out and say, listen, they're dead, you know, it depends. What's your criteria when you're going thrifting? Hey, I'm only here to buy items for $2 to sell them for $300. Well, good luck out there. Good luck. Best of luck. Every day you're not going to find one of those items. You're just not. You know, you got to have an approach to it all. My business, I have no problem dropping $1 or $2 to make 7 or 8, right? Especially if it's an item like a DVD. You know, clothing. Clothing's abundant. It's everywhere. You got to look at what these thrift stores are doing, right? For example, Goodwill. If you go look at Goodwill right now on eBay or on Amazon, they're everywhere. Goodwill Tacoma, Goodwill Illinois, Goodwill up my butt. They're making their money too, right? And they're throwing things to the side they don't want to deal with, right? You have to understand this, right? If you go and you have opportunities at Goodwills where there's the weigh and pay option, they just throw stuff in a bucket and you rummage through it, great. Find the deals. You got to be the low-cost producer. This is one of the keys. Back to me stating the fact that you have to buy low and sell high. You know, you have to do this. And if the opportunities are when you're at a thrift store not there, that doesn't mean say, oh, it's completely dead. Oh, I can't get my Tommy Bahama. I can't get my freaking Ralph Lauren anymore. You know what I mean? You got to adapt and you got to change your mindset. You know, I was looking at Craigslist Hunter's video the other day where he was posting about how he couldn't find anything and the prices are so high. You know, hey, you've seen it in thousands of my videos where I'm like, look at this, look at this, look at this. It's insane. But you know what? You got to look over that and say, you know what, tomorrow's another day. You know, if these thrift stores had everything priced so high, who the hell's buying it, right? Their prices come down. This is why they create sales. But you got to remember, with some of these Goodwill corporations, these areas that are like in Phoenix, like the Casa Grande one that you guys always see me go to, some of these, they're a big business. They have massive warehouse operations. They have people that are checking items once they get donated. Here you go. And then some guy looks at it and, oh, geez, that's a Zelda N64. There's no reason to put that on the shelf. We'll sell it on Amazon or eBay. But you got to look at, and just do me this favor, right? If you think I'm crazy, go on to Goodwill, go on to shopgoodwill.com. See, Goodwill's got a major operation here. They have Shop Goodwill. They have their eBay account. They have their Amazon accounts. They have their liquidations, which is the weigh and pay, dumping that stuff. They have pallet stuff that goes on in California. You just come over there and buy a big pallet of junk. But they've got their business figured out. This is the key. They've got the whole thing figured out, and they've got an operation around it, and they've become very successful. Ask yourself this: how many Goodwills have you seen pop up in your area in the past 4 or 5 years? A boat ton. They're everywhere. Okay? They're like a staple like McDonald's now. They're not going away, and they know what they're doing, right? But for us to go out there and say, listen, there's just no opportunities here. Then if there's no opportunities for you, if there's 0 opportunities at the thrift store, then move on. Okay? There are so many other ways to source, to sell online. I can go on here for the next 20 minutes talking about it. Hey, listen, there's flea markets, there's storage units, there's estate sales, there's garage sales, there's Facebook Marketplace. Hey, you know what? There's millions of different things. Hey, you know what? How about real estate? There's all these foreclosed homes out here. Why don't you go over there and say, here's my business card. I do junk removal, right? You want free stuff? We got to stop sitting here and being so negative saying, there's nothing here. I'm convinced. A lot of people that I see these comments, I think they have 13 items in their eBay store. The last time they went to Goodwill was in January, all right, or the Salvation Army, and they're not really serious resellers, okay? Now, I'm not saying that in a negative way if that's who you are, or that's where you're at, you just started, okay? I'm just saying, listen, you gotta be like a snake in the grass, man. You gotta go in there at these thrift stores and find the missed opportunity. The missed opportunity. There's always a missed opportunity. And you have to go in there. If you're just niched out with clothing, great, best of luck to you. Keep going and keep finding all these great things. But if you're coming out of these stores with bags of stuff, it's compounding, you're listing it on eBay, you're doing it on Amazon, you're doing it on Poshmark, Mercari, whatever you're doing, and things aren't selling, there's no reason to be miserable at the world, right? You have to look and say, listen, I gotta look in the mirror, what is wrong with my business? Okay, guys? We all sit there and we look at things and go, you know what? Why is that freaking leather jacket $49.99? Because there's a reason why. It's worth $129.99. Okay? Now we can go on and talk about how the good people of this country donate these crazy items that are worth money to the thrift store. It's an opportunity for us. This opportunity is not going away. People don't want crap in their house, okay? People go look at, I don't want this crap anymore. They donate it, right? Look at how big was the big junk removal store, the recycle trucks, they're big trucks, 1-800-GOT-JUNK. Look at how that company built its infrastructure and how it's massive now around junk. There's so much plentiful stuff in this country, it's mind-blowing. So if you're focused on just thrift stores aren't doing it for me, then walk away, right? My business is not structured around thrift stores. It used to be a long time ago because it was very plentiful, right? There wasn't too many people in the game. But at the same point in time, I'm always dabbling in other directions. I have to, right? If I was to solely run my business off a thrift store in a small town, I'm in the middle of the desert, by the way, right? The desert. This is desert. And in this desert, there's a couple spots, you know? There's a Salvation Army, there's a Goodwill, and then there's a couple places. Now I have to drive an hour to go up to Phoenix or to Tucson, and there's more thrift stores there than I can ever imagine. But what I'm trying to say to you guys is you have to diversify, you have to think outside the box, you go and find the deals, they're everywhere. There's deals everywhere. Sitting around and complaining about thrift stores are dead, eBay's dead, you know what? If you're just thinking everything's dead, then give up. Just give up. If you're that miserable and you're saying, listen, it just doesn't work anymore, I'm telling you right now, it's working. It does work. You have to be the snake. You have to know what products to find. You have to know, hey, is this a deal? Is this a long-term item? Is this going to be a fast flip? What can I do with this item? What platform do I sell it on? You have to be smart. You know, the spoon feeding here on YouTube is ridiculous, right? Even for me. Here you go. Here's something. You know, here's something that you can find right now. Like I'll show you in about 2 minutes in this video. If you find it at a thrift store, you can make money. Am I bragging? I'm not bragging at all. I don't brag on my channel about, look what I did. I'm trying to show you guys an opportunity that exists for you to make a living on. Whether you're part-time, whether you're full-time, okay? I cannot sit here anymore and make video after video after video telling you guys, listen, there's opportunity there for the people that want to find it. If you were desperate, if you are in a situation where now it's dire, put yourself in a better opportunity to make tomorrow better, okay? That's it. So let's see what we do today. All right, so I want to show you guys these two items here that sold. Speakers, right? Got these at a thrift store. I spent $4.99 each, so a total of $10. And I bought 7 or 8 of these, and what I planned on doing was selling some and then actually keeping a couple, so when I redo my garage, I've got some in-ceiling speakers. These are very desirable, believe it or not, and you can look up on eBay just any type of in-wall speaker. Now again, you're going to want to go after the brand names of speakers, you know, generic Chinese ones. They might sell, but people are searching for desirable brands like Harman Kardon or Klipsch or Sony or, you know, etc. The list goes on. So here what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys just how I'm going to package this up. But at the same point in time, you know, I hear all these people and everybody's talking about there's no money at Goodwill, and it's crazy, you know. We all have to deal with thrift stores and how they price items. Have they changed? Sure, you know, they've changed since 1998. There's no doubt about it. But, you know, some thrift stores are priced things outrageously high. I see it all the time. But am I going to whine and complain about it? No, okay, I see it. I don't have to buy it. It'd be nice if they mispriced it and I could buy it and make a profit. You move on to the next item. And so a lot of people are looking around and the thrift stores are dead. There's nothing for me to buy. You just got to do some research, and you got to know when to keep the money in your pocket until you find a buy. If there was 1,000 of these sitting here at the thrift store, I would have bought every one of them. If I go to the thrift store and these are there every single time, buys like this, $10 to $130, I'm in every day. To give you an idea how fast these two sold, once I listed them, 4 hours they were sold. So I'm going to package this up, guys, show you my process, how I package it up using bubble wrap, a box, and some beef flute. So let me show you how this works out. All right, so first I'm basically bubble wrapping one side of this speaker here. We're going to apply the second layer here like this, and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to use this beef flute and how we package these bad boys up. We got both speakers here all nicely bubble wrapped, double bubble wrapped, and now we're going to move on to what this is called. This is called beef flute. If you're not familiar with this, you can buy it locally if you find a good office supply store, or you can buy these on Amazon. They come in these big rolls. They're actually great for shipping books, but I use it a lot for small items and also bigger items. Like I shipped out a pair of sunglasses the other day, and just cut a little piece like this here, put the sunglasses in it, folded it over, and threw it in a poly bag with some bubble wrap, and they're going to get there safe. This stuff's pretty durable. There's no denying it. A lot of times when packages are kind of busted up, whatever, it's because they're tossed around, and you know, things can get destroyed. But we want to make sure with these speakers here, we want to protect the speaker. So what we're going to do is we're going to wrap this whole thing up with the beef flute, because we don't want even if the box gets a ding in it, if somebody puts a forklift through it or a screwdriver or whatever it is, it could damage the speaker itself or the components on the back. So we want to try to avoid that by layering this pretty thick and then putting in a position, a box where it's going to be sturdy. So I'm going to cut off some of this beef flute here, this corrugated paper, and I'll show you what it looks like here in a few. So here's what it looks like. We wrapped the beef flute around here, 3 different layers. So it's covering, it's got a good chunk of wear there. So if something punctures the box, you know, just a tad, if it's maybe like an inch or two, it shouldn't even hit the speaker. And what I did here is I built like an outside wall, so it's kind of like a box within a box, but adding this more sturdier corrugated cardboard here really gives it some impact there. So like you can see here, you can smack this pretty hard and it's not really going to do much. So it leaves a gap of kind of air to an extent, but it's the cardboard that's actually holding this in secure. And this is how we kind of ship a lot of different things. Whether it's glass or heavier, bigger items, stereos, just reinforcing the box itself. Now this is the extra small Home Depot box. You can pick these up at, you know, good old Home Depot, really cheap, and they come in handy for a lot of different things. But this fits here perfectly. These 2 speakers here, we're going to basically just seal this up. I might just put a little more piece of cardboard here to give some cushion. But you can see here, there's not much more wiggle room. So even if this box drops, it's got a lot of cushion to it. So this is kind of how I've always packaged things like this. Hopefully this helps you in your business. A lot of times, you guys remember, when you're selling items that are a little bit bigger and bulky, you got to spend the time and package it correctly, you know. You don't want to send items out there just loosely thrown in a poly bag, you know, especially if it's electronics. You want to make sure it's nice and secure. So definitely invest in materials, you know. Then again, you know, if you're a dumpster diver, you can get cardboard boxes for free all day long, you know. I just go through a lot of this beef flute, so I use it a lot for merchant filling Amazon books, and I use it for my eBay business, Etsy, and all the reselling stuff. So yeah, this is just what did it take me, 8 minutes to kind of go through here and bubble wrap these, package them up. I'm just going to basically now just seal this box, throw the weights in, and ship it out to the customer and make $100. All right, so that was pretty easy packaging up those speakers, guys. And am I going to be able to find speakers like that every single time at the thrift store? Am I going to find $100 bills laying around the thrift store? Not every day, but guess what? If I go religiously and look around, I'm going to find the opportunities. I truly believe that. There's opportunities everywhere for all of us. All right, you just have to have a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of patience, and get away from the crowd. You got to get away from the crowd of people that are, hey, you know what? I got to go after the shoes. That's all I do is when I go to Goodwill. I just go to the shoes. Okay, if you can make a living selling shoes, great. It's amazing, right? I sell shoes. I look through the shoe aisle. I look through everything at a thrift store. I walk down the sections. I know what to look for. I've been doing this a long time, right? So I know I can go in and out. I'm not going to spend an hour at a thrift store, right? I don't need to, because I'm in and out. I look for things. If they're not there, I leave. Getting in trouble is when you're basically going to a thrift store thinking you have to buy things. And then you get piles of stuff and go, and then 4 months later, like, oh, I remember buying that. Oh my God, that doesn't even sell on eBay. What was I thinking? You gotta treat this like a business, and you gotta look at it like, you know what? I'm gonna make money today. I'm gonna find items. If you think and just change that mindset when you're out there, for all of you guys out there saying Goodwill's dead, Salvation Army's dead, they've raised their prices, I am telling you something. I've been around here in Arizona, and I've seen a small price increase, but it's no different. It's not a big deal. It really isn't. I'm gonna show you something here I just picked up at Goodwill. I spent $49.99 on this. Now I'm gonna ask you, would you spend $49.99 on this? Obviously, I would love if they said, you know what, is it $3.99? Sure, I'll buy it for $3.99, but for $49.99, I bought it. Okay, so let me show you guys what I picked up. It's roughly about $50 of what I spent, give or take. Just a bag of tools. A bunch of wrenches, screwdrivers. We're gonna have to do the same method on these that I showed you guys in the previous video with the rust removal on them. But for $7, I see 18 tools here. At $1 crack, $18. Little money, right? Again, this is local money. This isn't e-commerce money. Vinyl records here. I saw this and I was like, oh, okay. I got to pick this up because the reason why I bought a storage unit and had one of these, but the record was cracked. And I just find this stuff very interesting. So I'm going to probably spin this. I'm not sure if it's worth any money or not, but you know, recorded in Mesa, Arizona. That's cool. I like this history stuff. I love vinyl records, guys. They're great money. Some of these records, the same profits and ROIs go into these as it is a $12 shirt, a $10 shirt. Just depends what you got. Little Frankie Sinatra. There's another Frankie. I mean, in very good condition. I mean, it's just excellent condition. Now, these Sinatra ones, you know, it's Frankie. But, you know, sometimes Frankie don't bring the money, man. It's like Elvis. It might be a $6, $7 record. This is the other one here, this Hoppy Butterfly vinyl record that, again, looks like it to be a native record here. Let's see, Hoppy Mesa, summer of 1967. Some dancing stuff. This is neat, right? Came out of Canyon Records, Phoenix, Arizona, back in the day, 1970 looks like. So we'll see how those work out. But this here, okay, this is brand new in the box. I'm walking in Goodwill and I'm like, all right, what do we got going on here? It's brand new. It's sealed. You could tell. And this is what it is. It's a Sony PS-LX300 USB. Turntable. $39.99. Did I sit here and cry and moan and complain about that? No, I just bought it. It sells for $100. You know, I'm going to take my $40 and I'm going to get $25, $35 profit off that. Not 100% ROI, but you know, it's going to move fast. You know, these things have a very low rank on Amazon. They sell well on eBay, as I think I'm making this video. There's not one brand new in the box on eBay. So we'll see what we do with this. But you know what? I have no problem spending up on this. Do I wish that said $9.99? You bet your ass I do. You bet your ass I wish that said $9.99. But you know what? I'm not going to walk away from it. It's money. You know? So guys, go out there and find the opportunities and just, you know what? Make it happen. Don't complain about it. Just make it happen. I'm sure this video is going to upset some people. You know, I can't make everybody here on YouTube happy. I really can't. There are some people that are out there. They're just miserable with their lives, guys. You can look at some of my videos. You'll see comments. It's mind-blowing, some of the negativity, and not only the negativity, the fact that it's just ignorant. But that's the name of the game. And you know what? I'm not going to complain about it because I do get paid on YouTube here. I'm being honest. I get ads. Ads come rolling in, and I get a little check every month. But the thing what I wanted to stress here today on today's video, guys, is go out there and just deal with the situation at hand. Nothing's changed. It's not like right now somebody pulled a little button and things are dead. The opportunities still exist out there for reselling, right? And once those opportunities are washed away or they're not working, you can come to this channel here, all right? Because you'll hear firsthand how this isn't working for me, all right? But you gotta remember, there is so much out there. So much. So thanks for watching today's video, guys. I appreciate you watching. Appreciate you watching all these videos. It's crazy for me to think that, you know, after all these years, you know, people still watch me here on YouTube. So I really thank all of you guys. I thank all of you guys that are new to the channel. Go out there and be amazing. Go out there and be great. Don't ever give up on this business, right? If you're new and you're like, man, I don't know what's going on, watch these. There's free videos everywhere, guys. I have a free Facebook group, Resellers Roundtable. Facebook, Morning Cup of Joe. I got big plans coming for something really epic here in the future. Just to remember this, right? All of this doesn't happen without work, a little bit of brains, a little bit, just a little bit of brains, right? What do you see? The tools are in our hand right now, man. You got the tool in your pocket, your phone, whip it out. Here we go, let's whip this bad boy out. What does this sell for on eBay? There we go. There we go. Should I buy it? Yeah, you should buy it. $39.99 to $100, why not? I don't know, I did. I find opportunities everywhere I go. And sometimes, I'm gonna say this, sometimes I walk away and I'm not gonna go, oh my God, I don't know what to do, it's dead. Is it dead? Is it dead? Thanks for watching. Till next time I'm out here, peace. Vlog over.